Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all come in. Take a seat. Nella, good morning to you. How are you today? Let me see. I was just reading your birthday card just a second ago. Got some nice birthday cards. Good morning, Diane. It's good to have you here today. Our Jackie is not going to be able to be with us today. Hopefully, we'll see her next week. She has important plans. So, good morning, everybody. It's going to be a beautiful day here in my East Texas. It's already 77 degrees. Sun is shining. It has rained the entire week, and I'm not kidding. There are parts of uh, my town that are flooded. There are flooded golf courses. There are flooded homes. That's okay, Grace. Good morning to you. Yeah, Diane, no kidding. My yard was flooded in places, but there are roads that are flooded around here, and trees have fallen. And y'all, next door over there at my house, I have not trees, whole trees falling, but the big old limbs off of a tree have fallen, and they're all so I'm going to have to hire somebody to come out and cut them up with a chainsaw and haul them off, because I can't even get on the other side of the house over there because of the limbs. It fills the whole area. But other than that, there was no other damage. There wasn't any to my house or to my cottage. And I know that there are a lot of people that have homes that are damaged. It's just been a really terrible week. So today there's sun, but I don't know if we're going to have rain this afternoon or not. I understood that it was going to carry over into the next week. So how's things going where y'all are? Diane, did you have any damage in the storms? I know that our friend Kathy from Persevering Daily uh, had some things torn up in her yard. Hey, Rambling Rose, good morning. Oh, no, more rain. Don't you think we've had enough? Y'all, Rambling Rose, by the way, has a new video out. So when you're through with the live chat, go check out her channel because she's got a brand new video. I haven't had a chance to view it yet, Rose, but I will. I will today. She's turning those videos out right and left. Well, you're welcome. You're welcome. That's what we're supposed to do, isn't it? Help people out. That's what we're supposed to do. Oh, that's great, Grace. Good. South New Jersey. We've had there's been a lot of damage. I really hate that. Um, major roads have flooded, major interstates have flooded around here. You know, the kind of low-lying areas. Yeah, they really flooded, and so some people have ponds that are close to the road, and they fill up, and then then the road is flooded too. Brian's Pond is up pretty high, but it's not overflowing. Oh, nice, Rose. Do you use blueberries and things in your soaps? Blackberries, things like that in your soaps? I bet you do. I got hair or something on my lip. It's crazy. Uh, well, Diane, you know, every spring we have terrible storms. There's always tornadoes, or there's always, heavy rains or something. Carrots. Use carrots. Interesting. I bet the berries would be staining. Do you think? So you probably could, like blackberries, for instance. Can you imagine? Like somebody putting your soap on their skin, and next thing you know, you got blueberry stain or blackberry stain, because they stain. Yep, Diane, exactly. Good morning, Cheryl. Thank you. This is a dress. This is a Timu dress, y'all. I'm going to stand up and show you a little bit of it. Let's see. I can't get back in the, anyway, it's a Timu dress. And it's a maxi dress, so it's all the way to my ankles. I saw your picture about those, Diane. They look wonderful. Your little cherry tomatoes. Yeah, I love cherry tomatoes. And there is really not a whole lot better on a sandwich or a salad than delicious, fresh tomatoes. Good morning, Diana. Diana by the beach. How's your kitties doing? Um, y'all, I worked. Thank you, Rose. Um, I worked this week at Brian's, and I went down to his house one morning, and one of his kitties had been hit by a car and is deceased. I hate to hear that. It was one of the little tuxedo kitties, solid black, except he had white feet and legs. And Brian called him Stumpy because his back legs were shorter than his front legs. Diana, that's good to hear. My kitties are too, except I have a big, mean feral, and he's pretty much running my kitties off from my patio out here and just kind of moved himself in. There is a house, and it's about 2 acres from me. She used to feed cats. She took in ferals. And every time I'd pass by, if it was in the morning, I would see her cats lined up on her. Yes, Diane. I would see her cats lined up on her deck waiting to be fed. Well, that was just fine and good. She was helping out these kitties, but all of a sudden she got a great big dog. And now her kitties have abandoned that area because they can't get fed. That big dog in the yard with a fence. So I suspect that some of her cats have now come down here. And the bad part, like I said, is he's not nice to my Ginger and my LG at all. The little kitties, like Moki Mo and Georgie, are too little. They're just little babies, or they seem like babies to me because they're so small, but they're afraid of him, and I can understand. He hisses at them and they fight. And ever so often I hear somebody out there fighting. But what am I going to do? I can't do anything about it. I have to feed my cats. And so what I do is I take their food out there and I stand there for a good long while, or I sit out there for a while so that my cats can eat some breakfast. And then I come in the house, and then when I look back out the door, all my cats are gone and he's out there. I don't know what to do about it. I can't. I just wish. Good morning, Martha. I just wish they could all get along, but they're not going to. Humans don't, cats don't, dogs don't. That's how it is. I've got hair driving me nuts. Good morning, Blue Rose. It's good to see you today. I see that you have a new video up. Y'all, Blue Rose Ramblings has a channel, and she talks about all kinds of interesting things. She's one of those people who she tells it like it is. That's the way I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. And she's very interesting, some of her topics to listen to. So if y'all haven't checked her out, go check her out because she's interesting. Good morning, Joy. Good to see you. So we have a lot of, people who have channels that come here. Good morning, Susan. How nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. Well, you're welcome, Blue Rose. You are so welcome. We have to help people. We have to help each other, don't we? That's what we're supposed to do. And if I can mention somebody's channel, I mean, that doesn't cost me a darn thing, does it? So perhaps it will benefit you in some way, and I hope so, because you deserve to grow. You're interesting, and you have. I love listening to you. I just really do. So I like my folks that have their channels very much, and y'all don't be afraid to advertise your channel or your link to your channel on my page at any time you want to. Me too, Diane. Our little coffee community. I've already had my coffee this morning, but I didn't have as much as I needed. I know you do, Blue Rose. You've mentioned me before, and I appreciate you. Yeah, Diana, I've had cats like that before. And eventually they kind of calm down a little bit, especially when they see me out there on a regular basis. They will calm down a little bit. Mama Sita, that lays on the air conditioner out there, she's not afraid of me anymore. I'm not able to pet her, but she isn't afraid. She doesn't run off anymore. But this guy, it's not Mr. Big that's the one, the fuzzy hair. He's mean, but he's getting better. But that other one, that guy, y'all, I bet his head is that big around. I don't know that I've ever seen a cat with a head that big in my life. I'm surprised he doesn't fall over frontward when he walks. That's a lot of weight in that head. But he's a mean guy. Mamacita. See, I had so many. Brian had Mama, and then I had Mama, and that's Mamacita. So all our female cats, well, my male cats and female cats have all been spayed or neutered, but his have not. He had poor little Mama. I had her spayed, and I'm so glad because she would have had a horrible life. I've got some of that Blue Rose, and that might be the thing to do. I might mix some catnip in with his food. So this morning, when I went out to feed them all, here he comes. And so I get an extra bowl of food and I take it to where he can see me put it down. And then he came on and ate that so that my cats were able to eat too. But as long as I'm out there with them, but y'all, man, I can't live out there with them. You know what? I've got things I've got to do too. So, yep, I think I'm going to get my catnip and put it in his food and see if that calms him down a little bit. I hope so. He's welcome to stay if he'll be nice. But y'all, what am I going to do if he isn't nice? You know me. I'm not going to hurt him. I'm not going to throw things at him. I certainly am not going to harm him in any way. But I've gone to a lot of trouble to have that patio out there done. Move out there. Me. No. You know, I thought about it at one time, thought about enclosing that whole patio out there and into a big room and having all my cats just move in and not ever letting them out again. Excuse me, but that's not right for them. You know, they know what it's like to live free. He's not, I don't know that he's neutered, Joy. I don't know where he came from, and I don't know anything about him, but he is so incredibly wild. There is no way I'm ever going to be able to trap him and have him neutered. No way. He is a whole patio length from me. He won't come near me. In other words, that he just stays that far away from me. So there's always a problem when you got a bunch of ferals. Start out with a bunch of cats. There's always a problem. And I don't see my little pumpkin head this morning. I noticed last night I was trying to get to sleep, and I had Thule in there with me. And I heard something hit the bed, and I looked up, and it was Pumpkinhead. And it got to where she sleeps on a pillow next to me, but sleeps up on that pillow all night long. That's where she likes to sleep at night. She's a booger. I love her. Oh my gosh. She is so cute, but she's into everything. I mean, she's up on the china cabinet and she's up on the TV and she's all, I mean, you name it. But I told her the other day, you have no idea how lucky you are, ma'am, because you could be. Good morning, LL Jean. You got things to do today? I think, didn't you tell me that you sleep during the day or something like that? I think you said that. But it's good to see you. Anytime you come by, you're quite faithful viewer, as all y'all are. Bumps around all night long. He stays in the house, Diane. Do you take your kitty with you when you go on your camping trips and things? Of course, cats are easy to leave back. You just leave enough food and they've got a litter box. So they're really easier to take care of than dogs are. I think my little Thule is beginning to feel a little better. You know, she lost Daisy, and she kind of I thought she was showing sadness there for a while, and she would kind of look for Daisy, you know. But she's doing better now, thank goodness. But y'all, I had the worst night ever. Okay, so the electricity went out. Good deal, Diane. Your what do they call those cats? that not attack cat, but she watches over your home. So that's good. That's good. So our electricity went out, but it went out briefly. You know, when it goes out and everything goes off and then it comes back on, and then you have to reset all the digital clocks and all the TV and restart the computer and restart the Wi-Fi. I forgot to restart a digital clock in the bedroom. And I noticed it night before last that I hadn't reset it. And I thought, well, I don't have to get up in the morning real early, so I won't worry about it. But last night I knew I needed to get up this morning and get everybody fed and all that before we have the, okay, 12:30 today. Yes, Diane, that's what she does. So I'm thinking, I can't find the setting on my phone for an alarm. And I'm like, 1:00 this morning, I'm looking up how to set an alarm, and it told me, but for some reason, have you ever looked a situation up for your phone, and half the time it works and all the information's there, and half the time it's like it doesn't mean your phone at all. You can't find it. I know I go to clock and I try to set an alarm with clock. Well, I finally found the clock, but I can't find a way to set the alarm. I'll work on that today. I don't normally need to set an alarm. I normally wake up around 7 a.m. every single day. I just do, no matter what time I go to bed. But boy, last night I was up at 1, I was up at 2, I was up at 4. I mean, it was crazy. So I figure I will be a really grouch today, and I hope not. But I don't have anything I can do today. The light in the house next door in the kitchen isn't coming on. I will, Blue Rose. Isn't coming on, and so I can't see to work in there. And then it's rained so bad. A cat nap later on. Yep, maybe. I probably will, Diane. I'm going to tell you something. I don't care if I've just gotten up. In 2 hours, I'm wanting to take a nap in my recliner. I mean, my gosh, it seemed like that's all I did yesterday, napping every few minutes. That's probably why I was up all night. But there's been so much rain that I tried to mow. I did part of my yard the other day when I could, before the rain started up again. So I got the front of it mowed. Somebody's going to get an ad in a minute. Sorry about that. But so I got the front part of the yard mowed, the kind that people would see when they drive up, but I haven't gotten the back and side of a yard mowed. So I'm going to have to do that maybe today. Me too, Blue Rose. I'm not kidding. I don't care what time it is that I get up. A few hours later, I want a nap. And then I'll be up and I'll be doing stuff. And then a little bit later. But when I sit down in my recliner, I'm so comfortable. And I'm watching TV or watching the movie or whatever. And I just get sleepy. I'm really comfortable. And of course, I've got Pumpkinhead that sits up on the back of my recliner. And then Thule, who lays in my lap so I can cover up with a blanket. No, more rain tomorrow. Yeah. Seriously, people's homes are flooded. Thule, come here. Thule, come here, baby. I don't know what she's doing. I don't like it when she goes in there in the dark. There's no telling what she's doing. Oh, there she is. She's all over. She's just running down. She's such a good baby. All of my babies are good, every one of them except for that one out there, but I don't really call him my baby because I don't know him. He won't let me touch him, that's for sure. Now, Mr. Big, the one that's he's beautiful. He's got long, very long hair. He's beautiful. Um, he's got to where I can put my hand out and he will kind of sniff at the ends of my fingers. So at least I'm able to touch him, or touches me. At least he's getting used to me. But I've noticed that when I go outside, out the back door, Toolie, what are you doing? What are you doing, baby? She's just running back and forth. Anyway, when I go out there, no matter where he is, he will start to come up those stairs. So he's starting to greet me. That's what he's doing. Yeah, Diane, I know I need to finish my mowing, but like I was telling y'all, I think last time I said when that grass is wet, it gets up under the deck of my mower and clogs up under there, and it's really hard to get even when it dries, it sort of mats up in there, and so I have to clean that out, and that's not easy to do because I can't lift that mower, to clean that out. It's not easy. There's always something in there. Yep, a pain, absolute pain. What is the next? I was thinking the other day, it's almost time for all festivals that this area has around here. Uh, Gilmer has festivals. Gladewater has festivals. I took y'all to Gladewater Arts and Crafts Festival last year. That's where they had those great big chickens made out of metal. Yeah, that's a good idea, Blue Rose. I have a blower. Brian bought me my own blower so that I could blow off my patio, and I've used it several times. I like it. We have to have all these tools. Um, that's a bad drawback of living in a house or in the country. I absolutely will, Joy. Yeah, Diane, that's right. But yeah, I'm going to take y'all. I'll take you to the Gladewater Festival. I took you last year, but I'll do it again this year. And then I hope to go to the Jamboree in Gilmer. I keep saying I'm going to go to that. For the last 2 years, I've said I'm going to that, and I haven't made it to that. But this year, yep, I'm going to take y'all. I might can, LL Jean. Yeah, I do too. I love the festivals. I like showing the people stuff. They when you walk around, and I've got my little tapping the clock. What? Oh, it's saying thunderstorms, Diane. Dead gum. Shh. Tapping the clock. Okay, well, wait. Let me look for a clock. There's a clock there. I'm trying. It's not doing anything. Wait. Whew. No. No, that's a big no. I'll look for it later on. I'll look for it later on today, sometime or another. I know I know. Yeah, I just don't have that. Yep, thunderstorms after 5 p.m., Diane. It doesn't do anything, Diana. And it doesn't do anything on the next page either. Nope. Well, I don't boring y'all with this. There's no sense me sitting here looking at it. I know, Joy, you can pretty much find anything you want to know on YouTube. I don't even use like cookbooks or anything anymore. I just use, well, I either Google that recipe or I use a YouTube recipe. I mean, yeah, just about anything you need to know, it's going to be on YouTube. There's a lot of DIY channels. I like those pretty much. Yeah, YouTube's great. I see our Connie's not with us today. Oh, so I got some cards. Now, this a birthday card. I got a birthday card from Jackie, and it's got this pretty little Hummer on there. Can you see that? Yeah, mine's not Diana. That apparently I never find anything that has anything to do with my phone. But I can't show you. Jackie also sent me a gift, and I can't show you because she's not here. So next week, if she's back, I will show you the gift, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. Put that away. And then Nelda. Pretty card from Nelda. It's a real sweet card, too. She wrote some pretty things inside, but it's a happy birthday card. And thank you so much, Nelda. I don't know where Jackie is, Blue Rose. She was here last week, but I think she just had something to do with her friend. She's a lot younger than me, and she lives in such a wonderful place. There's lots to do up there, so. Well, I think mine's a Samsung. I think it is. Yeah, it's a Samsung. But I don't know why I have to be different than everybody in the world. I don't understand the reason for it. Okay, and then I also had Diane. And Diane says in this card, we are the same age. 21 forever. That's right. In here, we can be 21. Isn't that right, Diane? So I thank you so much for the card. I love it. It's very, very sweet of you, for sure. We're the same age, 21 forever. Nope, really, Rose. And I got a wonderful sympathy card from our friend L.A. Let me tell you about my phone. So the way to get into my phone is I have to tap it real hard. And sometimes, well, I'll try it here, but I don't think it's going to work. See? I can't get into it. It's hard to get into it. I don't like it like that. There. Then I have to do this. Where am I? All right. There's a 1030 up here in the corner. But when I tap that, it does nothing. You're 21 also, Joy? How about that? 21 Club. Let me try this. I'll find it, y'all. I'll keep going. She is a sweetheart, Diane. She is such a sweetheart. She has a lot of trouble getting into the lives, and I hate that because I really like that she would. Are you, Kimberly? Well, happy birthday a little bit early to you. You're a young'un. It'll be here, y'all. I just don't know where. That's all. I just don't know where. Hello, Chris. I'm doing well. How are you? And it's good to see you here today. Kimberly, you're getting some happy birthday wishes from folks. Isn't that nice? Hey, yeah, y'all. Just doesn't want to work. Nope, I don't, Diana. I've got a little bitty 1020 up here in the corner. I don't have a big time thing somewhere. And in the middle, where it ought to be the time, is the temperature. I don't particularly like that. I wish those were reversed. But I will work on it today. I absolutely will. All right, look here. Let's see. Weather, insurance company, bank. Uh, it. Yeah, Kimberly. Everybody, we don't get too old that we don't appreciate people saying happy birthday to us, do we? Nope, we don't. All right, let's see. We're here now into applications. Well, we'll see. Oh, icon and a icon choice will come up. Choose widgets. Oh, Kimberly. To choose widgets. I don't see a clock, my dear. I see a calendar. Hold on here. Hold on. Widgets. Whew. All right. I see a calendar, weather. Hold on now. Hold on, y'all. Oh, clock. I don't know if that's going to be on there or not, ma'am. Oh, look what I found. Alarm. An analog clock. I can have an analog or a digital. Which should I have, y'all? Hey, Kathy. I'm so glad you could come in. Yes, Kimberly, they are. They are the sweetest. Do I need digital or do I need analog? Analog. Add. Look, I'm sorry. Just the smallest things make me happy. It really does. But that is an awfully big clock. Okay, wait. Let's see now. Let's make it smaller. No, I took it away. All right, there's the clock, y'all. It's right there. And now I can tap on it. I can tap on that. All alarms are off, but I can set an alarm if I want to. I see world clock, I see alarm, I see stopwatch. Y'all are so brilliant. Look how big that thing is, though, y'all, compared to the others. That's okay. That's okay. At least I have a clock. I have a clock and I can set an alarm, which I probably will need once a year. And we have devoted half of a live stream to just getting that clock on there. But we got it, didn't we? Took me forever to find it. I know. I know, LL Jean. I thought of that. I thought. So I was on the phone with him, or he texted. I texted him the other day, and I said, Brian, I've got some big, huge limbs down. He said, I can take care of that. And I said, LOL, you Superman. I said, no, you've got enough on your plate as it is. He said, well, when you talk to Jared, find out how much Jared's going to cost you, and then tell me the price. He can't do everything, y'all. He can't do everything. He tries, but he can't. Blue Rose, there's it versus that, yeah. Well, and the thing is, I'm crazy about having a. Oh, you use digital? I'm scared to touch it now, Diana. Yeah, I'm scared to touch it. Come on. See how I have to swipe to open. But my clock now is right there. See how big it is? He is a good son, Kathy. He sure is. I'm okay with this, except y'all look, it doesn't have any numbers on the clock. It's got the big hand and the little hand and the big hand, the little hand, and the second hand, but no numbers. Isn't that weird? Let's see what it says. It's giving me y'all, I have a whole new thing I can do today. Just sit and figure out stuff. Oh, I see settings. Okay, I'll worry about that later, not now. Well, so there you go. Kathy, I've noticed in this area down here, we have had a lot of flooded streets and some houses and down trees. It's been bad, and I figure it's been bad up there where you are too, because I saw what you said about, some stuff in your yard in the church. That's exactly right, Blue Rose. Now strap the phone to your wrist and you have a wristwatch. LL Jean, that's right. I can play with my phone and figure out what all I didn't know. I know, Diana, I'm scared to touch anything because it's like this setting this up here, if I touch the wrong thing, it'll throw me totally out, and then I can't get back in. I've done that before. You can switch to digital. Tap on the clock, hold drag down to remove. I ain't removing it. I got it on there. There's no way I'm going to remove it. Yeah, I saw the square, Diana. So I can make it smaller. Look, y'all, it takes an entire live chat from my phone. Huge trees completely uprooted. Yeah, I was sitting in my recliner. I was watching TV. The majority of my town, y'all, lost power for a long time. All the Walmarts were without power. I mean, when Walmart is without power, the whole world panics, you know? Like, oh my God, I didn't get milk. I didn't get bread. Oh, I hate that. Kathy, I hate it. The whole building where her son works was demolished, y'all. Blue Rose. My Bobby was the world's worst, y'all. We would have a remote and we would have a VCR thing. And Bobby would get on there and be pressing these buttons and all that kind of stuff. And I have to get Brian down there to reset everything. Diane, yes. How many coffee chat books does it take to find a clock on a phone? That's right. Oh, Kathy. I hate that, but I'm glad everybody's okay. I'll just set a clock, right, LLG? Y'all are so great. Every time I have a problem with my phone now, I will come on and we'll have a little prompt to chat, and y'all can tell me how to fix my phone. That's better than Google. Y'all are better than Google. How about that? I can't remember what I was telling y'all, but yeah. So Brian would come down and fix the TV, and he'd fix all that other stuff, and then he would take the remote and put it way up high on a cabinet that Bobby couldn't reach. I don't know, Diane. This says 1043. There was a lot of them, Kimberly. That's for sure. I know, Kathy. 6 months out of the year, the clock on my car is correct. But when it changes again, I don't change it. I'm not going to do it. I understand that in 2025, everybody's supposed to go to one setting, so we won't have to change our cars on our car clocks and all over the house to bring forward, fall back. We won't have that anymore. I heard that they're doing away with it in 2025. Yeah, Kimberly, Houston flooded. Of course, Houston floods when somebody cries. I mean, that place floods constantly. My brother used to live in Houston, and it's like everybody had a pool, their own pool, because it all flooded. The thing about my area is because it's East Deer. Hi, Linda. How are you? Good to see you. Because I have such big trees. You know, we have huge trees down here, y'all. On Southern Time. Exactly. I'm on Southern Time. The ground gets so saturated that those trees, those big roots, won't hold in the ground anymore. And about 3 or 4 years ago, Brian had about 4 giant trees. Now he could stand. I've got a picture of him standing next to his tree that fell down, and the roots just came up out of the ground, and there was a huge hole in the ground, and there's Brian standing there next to this great big huge root ball of the tree. He had to get somebody to come and cut all that stuff up. Boy, what a mess that was. Island time. Southern time, island time. Yeah, island time is all the time. 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock at island time. I know, Diane. And I've got to get that one cleaned up, but I can't get it cleaned up till Jared gets back. He went on a cruise. Jared is my handy fix-it-all guy. You know that. Well, since that crazy neighbor of mine had all these trees taken down, I don't have a wind, what do you call that? A buffer from the wind. You know what I'm talking, windbreak or whatever they call that. There used to be all those trees, and it kept that storms and all those winds from blowing down my trees. But now they're gone. Yeah, windbreak. And now my trees are beginning to suffer for it. Yeah, Kathy. Me too, Blue Rose. Every 6 months. And so I get in the car and I'm going, oh, it says 11 o'clock, but actually it's 10 o'clock. You know, I do that for like 6 months. Oh, do they, Kimberly? I did not even know that. I normally try to keep up with the news, but I'm going to tell y'all something. If it's not on YouTube, I don't much see it anymore. I don't watch anything, hardly anything but YouTube. And why should I? I mean, I can watch music. I can do fashion if I want to watch it. I can do news, what's going on. I mean, you just type it in and it'll pop right up for you. There's always something. It's pretty much worldwide, isn't it, y'all? Did you see where I saw where Dubai, I think it was India, that the whole city is underwater. I agree, Kathy. Just everyday life can be so darn depressing. YouTube, you go and just, of course, sometimes you have to get back to reality. But I like seeing the happy things, you know. Someday I'm gonna do a short on me watching TV. I know y'all think, well, what's so great about that? Well, me too, Martha. Good morning, Brenda. Good to see you. So I watch these shorts. I love the shorts, love them, because I can be there. There's dogs, there's cats, there's cooking, there's people falling down. You know, we all laugh at people falling down. And sometimes I sit in my chair and I laugh till I go nuts. All right, so I'm watching, here it is, and I'm watching a short, and it's a guy trying to save a dog who is down in a hole, and he can't get him out, and the water's coming up. You know what I'm talking about? That's just an example. So I'm there, and I'm sitting and I'm watching it, and I'm going, get him, get down in there, get him, hurry up, get him. I'm just crazy, and I know my animals think, what's the matter with you, Mama? But then he gets the dog and he brings him out of the hole, and all the people are out there cheering and they're clapping and yelling, and I'm here going, Yay, I am too. So that is getting, that's how I watch TV. Now, oh no, Nelda, I didn't know that. Well, what did you hurt? And how are you? Anyway, y'all think, now my Bobby, I know Ella Jean, my Bobby had to live with 42 years of me doing that, watching TV like that. That girl, Marlo Thomas. Yep. I remember that. But poor Bobby had to endure me sitting over there yelling and screaming and cheering and jumping up like I'm a cheerleader, you know. And bless his heart, I bet he thinks, good grief. I have to put up with this. But and my animals, they're nervous too. No wonder. Look at me. I'm a mess. Okay, Nelda, what did you hurt? It was bad. It was bad, Kathy. Bad. Nelda, you're going to have to tell us. You've got our curiosity peaked now, and we're all wanting to know what's wrong. And getting a laugh out of it, Blue Rose. Yeah, probably did. I'm like a little kid especially when it's a dog rescue um, or cat rescue. I just love it. I can't watch it, Diana. I cannot have it on here. And the reason I can't is because Pumpkinhead gets up on the TV and scratches my screen trying to get the cats or the birds. I can't do it. So I can't have it on. So I have to, when I'm leaving and going to the grocery store, I turn on Tim Janis, Janis, and he has beautiful music. And sometimes you can get, I don't know, music, and he'll show Italy, and it'll show beautiful homes and pastures and so forth in Italy. Or you can just do horses or anything. He's got it all. Beautiful scenes and beautiful instrumentals. And that way, my cats and my dogs in the house don't hear any noise going on outside. And it's like Tully has enough anxiety as it is when I leave. Yeah, Diane. Yeah. But I know, Diana. He's great, isn't he? Hey, Mrs. Resale. Mrs. Resale, here's the deal. I had one over here, and it's totally gone. I had some right I can't, in here. Now, when I made that video, I was doing it on a regular basis, and then I quit doing it. Oh no, Nelda. Weak and shaky last weekend. I was down in my back. Oh my God, I know what that's like. Still down in my back. I am so sorry, Nelda. Okay, Mrs. Resale, you have to keep doing it. You don't do it just a little bit and then stop doing it for a week or two and then go back to doing it. You've got to do it every deadgum day. And it's going to take a while. It's going to take several months, in fact. But eventually it will work. If you keep it up and you're more determined on it, getting rid of them than I was for the last ones, it will work for you. You just have to keep going. So don't give up. You're welcome. And it's good seeing you today. I'm glad you came in. Yeah, Diane. Yes, LL Jean. I did. I did. I saw that. And there's a baby, and he's sitting there in his little chair, and he's watching Whitney Houston sing I Will Always Love You. And there's a part before she gets to that really high part, and it makes this kind of a noise. And the baby jumps, and then she starts singing that real high part, and you see his little chest just going in and out. It's called She Got Me in My Fields. My Fields. Wasn't it wonderful? Isn't it cute, Diane? Yeah. His, his little chest. I mean, and then Mama looks at him, and Mama looks at, it's okay, honey. Everything is okay. So because he was getting upset, there is that one part. Everybody gets upset over that one part when she's and gets really high. My gosh, have y'all tried that? The only time you can successfully get to those notes is when you're in the shower. Otherwise, no. Yes, Nilda, absolutely. Or I hate about down in the back thing because I know what that feels like. I have been that way too, and so has Brian. Brian's been so bad before that he's had to go to the chiropractor that very morning. I have been that bad before that I had to go to the emergency room. Blue Rose. Yes. But in the shower, I always thought I sounded like Dusty Springfield. Remember her, y'all? I know, LL Jean. How did you fall, Nelda? Nope, Diana. Don't dilute it. You don't need to dilute it. I fell on my tailbone one time, y'all. I was at a wedding shower. I was trying to go down the stairs and I fell and hit the back of the stair, and I had to go home because I couldn't function. All my life, y'all, I've done something stupid in public. I really have. I've always done something dumb. But Diane, you have to keep doing it. You can't just do it a little while and give up on it. You have to keep going. And what happens is you're gonna think this thing is never gonna work. I thought that too. And then all of a sudden this one right back here was gone. I have to do these over here better. I've got to put some more on them. And I think what I'm gonna do is get a big, those great big band-aids, y'all. And I could put that apple cider vinegar on a cotton ball in the middle of that band-aid and stick it right here, and it'll be there for a long time. And that's the best way. That's the easy way I got rid of this one here, by continually putting a band-aid with cotton ball soaked in apple cider vinegar. And there's a dermatologist on YouTube, and she's like, Diane, yeah, I've done that before. I nearly cracked my head open the other day getting in my car. I've got one of those little old Nissans, and I was trying to jump in the car, and bam, I hit it's still sore. I didn't realize it was, but it is. Oh my gosh, it's sore. Oh well. Anyway, just keep it up. Keep putting it on there. and it will work. Hard-headed Mary, that's me. I certainly am. Your little signs. Y'all, I was at a grocery store several years ago, and they had these hanging plants hanging from these hooks, and I was trying to get something off the thing, and one of those plants came down and hit me in the head and knocked me plumb to the ground. Now, what I should have done if I was smart is to lay back, scream, yell, holler, and then faint. And then maybe I wouldn't be worrying about money situations today. But no, I'm up. I'm okay. I'm okay. I could have been a millionaire. What do y'all got planned today? I have nothing. It all depends. I may go see if I can finish mowing the yard before the rains come in. That's funny, Rose. I know, Kathy. And instead, I'm jumping up. I'm fine. Nobody worry about me. Go about your business. I don't have a lot of plants. I've got too many over planted properties, but I don't have plants in the house. I had one, and Pumpkinhead jumped up and pulled it off on the ground. It went all over my carpet and everything. Good grief. And so I've got it now out there on the front porch. I used to have lots of plants, but this house doesn't have a light in it. That's a good idea, Linda. I bought some new coffee and I picked it up accidentally. Didn't mean to get it. It's for the Keurig, the little K cups. And what it was, it's Dunkin'. I like the brand Dunkin', and it's something vanilla. Seborrheic keratosis. I don't know about castor oil, Miss Rizal, but the uh, vinegar will. Hey, Lovey. Yeah, look who came to say hi. Looky here's. She came to say hi. I know what it was. She heard a noise out there, and it sounded like a thunder. Hello, baby doll. Look in there. You see yourself? They're my baby too, y'alls. Oh, that's nice, Diana. Yeah. I just don't have any light in the house. See the people, can y'all see my baby girl? There's my baby right there. That my baby. I love this baby. Yes. There's my Tootie. There's my Tootie. She's a little baby, y'all. She's so little. Honey, it wasn't, she thought it was a storm. I heard the noise. And she's afraid of thunder. I mean, horrible. Horrible. It's all right, baby. It's not a storm. No, she's looking up at me like, what you put me down for? I knew what I was doing. Go ahead. It's all right. No, no. I don't know. Anytime we do these at home remedies, y'all, it's going to take 4, 5, 6 times longer than it normally would. If a dermatologist worked on it, of course. because you're not doing it continually. It's going to take a long time. Yeah, that's what mine was, Kathy. Seborrheic keratosis. It was huge and it was right behind the ear, right here. Thank you, Albina. How are you? I didn't see you. Chris' name, her name is Tuli. It's actually Tulip Rose, but her nickname is Tuli. She wants to get back up here. Do you have a dog, Chris? That's probably all they are, Kathy. I had this place on my back and it was really hard to get to, and it was really difficult to see. Even if I took a mirror and held it up and tried to see behind there, it was almost impossible. So when I went to my NP, you got a dog? Okay, Chris. ZZ. Hello, dear sweetheart. How are you? Happy Saturday to you. So when I went to my NP, I said, look, I've got this place on my back and it's driving me nuts. Would you look at it? She said, sure. And the next thing I know, she had put some numbing stuff in me right there, and she just snipped that sucker off and she sent it off for it to be analyzed. And it came back and it was a wart. I hate the word wart. I just hate the word. There's just something about that word. I hate the word. And I certainly don't like it on me. But she sent it off and she said there wasn't anything to it. I don't know that she got the whole thing because I have watched YouTube channels where they have done those warts. And they keep coming back. You have to scoop all that stuff down in there. Well, she didn't do any scooping. She just removed it. And I think it's coming back, but so what? I'll just tell her to take it off again. Because she just clipped it off. No, Joy, I know what you're talking about. They have thunder sweaters and thunder blankets. Oh, Zizi, yeah. Too bad you can't get to some of them because you could use the apple cider. Put some of it on a Band-Aid and stick it on your back, and that will eventually. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Kathy. Yes, Joy. Yes, yes, yes. That's what I was saying. She's got blankets and she gets under the blankets all the time. Yep, yep. She likes to cover up. She likes getting under the blankets even when it's not storming, though. She likes that. And at night she sleeps under a blanket because she sleeps with me, but she likes to burrow up under the blanket. Little dogs seem to like that a lot. I've never had a cat do it. It will, ZZ, but it's going to irritate you because it takes so darn long to do it. But it will do it unless you want to go to a dermatologist. You know how expensive they are. But if you can get, and you know those round little patch Band-Aids, put some of that vinegar, apple cider vinegar, on one of those and see if you can stick it to your places on your back, as many as you need to do. But like I said, it's going to take you months to get them off of there. It depends if you're really into it, and like say you start applying that stuff to your wart or your mole or whatever it is, just like every 10 to 15 minutes, you just keep applying it and you do that for a long time, you'll get rid of it a lot faster. And that's what I did when I first started doing this to the one I had over here. Poppy. Yeah. And my daisy, my Thule, my daisy did too. And but Thule does now. Oh, she gets under there. She's hiding. Huh. Yes, it's gone, ZZ. I had it right back here. And I wish to goodness I had a picture of it before I started doing it. But before I started doing it, I didn't have a YouTube channel. And I couldn't. So I didn't think, well, I might need to take a picture of this for posterity. But I didn't. And I wish I had, because it's hard to prove something that's not there. But it was there. And it was the size of my pinky finger nail. The nail, that's the size of it. And it was black. And those, they call them old people something. And yep, it was raised. It was raised. And it was dark, very dark. Almost black. Oh, they call them old people's barnacles. I hate that. Doesn't that sound awful? But they do seem to come up more on people, older people. And there's all kinds of ways. Let me tell you this right now, y'all. Don't ever, 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 ever use wart remover that you buy at the grocery store. You know what I'm talking about? Wart or mole remover that you buy, because, oh my gosh, watch a YouTube video about using that and you will see that everybody says that's dangerous to use that stuff. It causes infections and all kinds of stuff. Wisdom spots. I like that better. Yep. Yep. It was raised like a pencil eraser, but not as tall as a pencil eraser. Witch's warts. It's awful. Don't you hate the word wart? I hate the word wart. I don't know. There's just something about it. Yeah, it's on there, but I don't know exactly what it is, but you pretty much summed it up there, Miss Resale. Huh. Hello, Rodney. Thank you for coming in today. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Becky. I was at Tractor Supply last week too. I bought diatomaceous earth. I have a feeling I've said that wrong. But under my carport, y'all, I spread all that wood chips and all that stuff under my carport. Well, under that is a layer of sand. And I was getting something out of my car last week, and I looked down and I had fleas all over my legs, climbing up my legs. Well, they're living in that sand under those wood chips. So I had to go buy diatomaceous earth. You know what I'm talking about. I probably pronounced it wrong, but that's it. Okay, Miss Resale, it's good to see you. I'm glad you came in. You take care. So I spread that stuff all out under my carport, and that stuff is supposed to kill fleas within about 4 hours. They should be all dead. Now, that's if you want to put that. Uh, uh, a lot of people use it on their carpets in their house, but I don't want that stuff on my carpet. I just don't. Being outside, I've got all those cats out there. So I was thinking, every time I come in the house, I'm bringing a flea in from out there, or 4 or 5, because they're living out there. So I treated all that stuff out there. Yes, Ella Jean. Anyway, it's good stuff, but I don't want to put it in the house because I don't want that white dusty stuff all over the floors. I just don't want that in here. So I use that other stuff for the house, the stuff that I bought that's in the can. I was telling y'all about it. Hello, JB. Magnolia, Texas. I don't know where Magnolia is. JB, tell me a big city that's close to, so I'll know where that is. Have no idea. Magnolia. Y'all, Texas is I'm sure y'all know in your own state that there are probably a lot of places you've never heard of in your life. Where is Magnolia? I've discovered there's a whole lot of towns and cities and stuff in Texas I've never heard of. Is that South Texas? Magnolia. Oh, okay. I know where Spring is. Yep, it is, easy. North of Houston. Oh, so JB, did y'all have any flooding situations down there? And is all your things okay? I know this has been really bad storm, not just Texas, but Oklahoma and all the way. Oh, okay. I'm glad everything's okay. Yeah, it is, Albina. When I was a kid, well, 16, 17, my sister lived in Houston, and I would get on the train, which was here, and ride to Houston on that train all by myself back then, y'all. 17 years old. People, it's dangerous to do that nowadays, but then it wasn't. Okay, bye, Kathy. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. I'll see you soon, and thank you for coming in. But I remember one time it had a dining car, and there I was, 17 years old, and I get up and I go in that dining car and I order tea, a cup of tea, and some toast. And the guy brought them, and put them down. I felt like I was, I don't know, royalty, so big. Because there I was, just 17, I'm ordering tea and toast in the dining car of a train. But that was a fun time in my life doing that. I mean, Mother would take me to the train station. I'd get on the train, and that was it. But y'all, nobody would do their kid that way nowadays. Wouldn't. Life was easier back then. Life was safer back then. Oh, there were bad people, of course, but not like today. It was fun, Diane. I thought I was something else, I love that train rides. Kimberly, there's some YouTube channels, and these people take let's say from Florida to New York City, and they will get on these trains and they will show you they've got there's three different levels of what you can purchase. Like one is a nice bedroom with a bathroom and everything, and one is a bedroom, but it's a shared bathroom, and then one, of course, is sitting in the seats. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, just the seats. And this guy goes all over the place. There's lots of channels like that. That's fun, Diane. Aren't they cute? And they the upper places to sleep, and then lower, and they'll tell you the prices of everything and the dinners you can get. Oh my gosh, LL Jean to go and to the World's Fair when I was in junior high, y'all. My school got buses, and all the kids from my school got on that bus and traveled to Dallas for the Dallas Fair. And it was, and then they'd let us out. I mean, they'd let us out, and we were all over the place, you know. Can you imagine doing that nowadays, y'all? They'll let the kid out, and I mean, they just scattered. They went everywhere, but we were supposed to be back by the buses at a certain time, and we had to do that. But that's shocking that they were able to do that back then. There's no way we could do that now. They won't take kids in the whole school, and that was so much fun. Of course, that was the bus. Later on, I got the train adventure, but I would love to do it. I'd love to get. I know, Diane. I would love to get on a train and just say go up to New York and then turn around and come back. But it's not what you. There's that saying. It's not the destination. It's not the final result of where you're going. It's getting there. That's the fun of it. That what you see along the way, and I think I would love that. I can see me sitting in my own little private car, and it's expensive, and looking out the window and seeing all these little towns and big towns and whatever, mountains and streams and rivers. And I think that'd be wonderful to see. I would love that. Yeah, Diane, let's go. I would love doing it. I would. I would. And you've got to have a heck of a lot of money, I would say, to get on that because you've got the food. Yeah, right. Your husband would have a fit. Yeah, he would. And the thing is, I can't hardly go anywhere anymore because I've got so many animals. I've got all these cats, and I get more every day, it seems like. And now I don't have anybody, my little Tulip, my Daisy and Tulip were together. I bet it was, Kimberly, don't you know? 13, 14, met at a place at a certain time, get back home. No issues, no parents, no adults, no chaperones. I know, fantastic. And they trusted us with it. And we did not have the threats in our lives that kids our age, kids of that age would now. That is a lost time of life. Just absolutely wonderful. Hi, Liz. Good morning. That's right, Joy. That's what I was trying to think. It's not the destination, it's the journey. That's right. That's the idea of doing the train thing. And I would love to do that. Yeah, Diana. Can't go anywhere, can't do anything. And the cats, I don't I don't think they're appreciative one darn bit. I mean, I saved little Pumpkinhead from living under a barn or for getting run over in the road or for fighting for food. And is she grateful? No. Yep, ZZ. Niagara Falls, are you really? Oh my gosh. YouTube has the movie free to watch, Niagara, with Marilyn Monroe in it. I love that movie. I've watched it many, many times, but it's a freebie now. Sometimes you don't get the movies on YouTube, and but then all of a sudden, a week or two later, there's the movie. There it is. They put it on there. Yep, our animals pretty much demand that we be home all the time. You did. Watch it where you camp it. Yep, Ella Jane. And we were good kids too, y'all. We were good kids. We didn't shoplift from grocery stores and I mean, my gosh, New York City, they're having to close some of their shops down, y'all. They're just kids come in gangs, big gangs, and clean them out and take their merchandise. And now they're having to close their businesses up there. And now what's the neighborhood going to do? Because their neighborhood was shut down because everybody came and did shoplifting. But we didn't do all that kind of stuff, y'all. We didn't bust windows out of cars or steal somebody's purse out of there or all that horrible stuff. Home Depot kids. Is that right, Becky? Oh my gosh. That's a great memory for them, huh? I understand that the Canadian side is the prettiest side. It's what I heard, I guess. You get soaking there, Diane. They get on that boat and they go out and everybody has to wear hats and raincoats and stuff and rain boots. Your mom is 97. Oh my gosh, Becky. Does she live near you? That's exactly right, y'all. But I'm going to tell you something, Eleanor Jane. My dad was a deputy sheriff. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't do anything. He had eyes all over town and he knew it before I even did it. So I was the best kid you ever saw in your life. I was on the up and up. I never did a darn thing against anybody because I knew my dad would wear me out. See, yeah. I mean, I don't know that I would like to have done anything that's illegal, but I knew I wasn't going to get away with it if I did. I mean, because, you know, she still lives in her own house. I'm glad somebody's living there with her grandson. That's great. Oh my gosh, Linda, blueberry coffee. What's the brand? Linda, is it a Keurig kind of coffee? With the pods. I'm gonna show y'all. Let me get my. I've done this before. I've showed you before, but you forgot. You forgot. I can't let you forget. Hold on. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Here I come. Now, this stuff is fabulous. They have all kinds of flavors. Hills Brothers, this cappuccino, this is English toffee. Y'all, I can't even tell you how good this is. It's a powder. Where do you get it? Blueberry coffee, y'all. Where? Because I was all these years, I just like plain black coffee, nothing in it, no creamers, no nothing. But all of a sudden, then I started getting this stuff. K-Cup blueberry cobbler. I know, but okay, it's K-Cups. I got you. I got you. Well, I haven't seen it down here, that's for sure. This stuff is great. And there's several kinds of flavors, but I love it. I love it. It does, doesn't it, Joy? I got a gnat in here. Rodney. I may have to try that, Ella Jean. I got to try that. Oh, Diane, you're going to have such a wonderful time. Yes, ZZ, I've got it on right now, honey. It is 81 right now in the house. No, not in the house. That's a lie. It's 81 outside, but it's not in here yet because I've got my AC on. I leave it on at night because I like to sleep where it's very, very dark and I'm very cool. I like that a lot. But when you step out the door in the morning, that's it. Here it is. It's June. That heat just, it's a gnat, y'all. That heat just hits me in the flat in the face. And you know the rest of the day's going to be miserable. Yes, it really is. And I am not looking forward to that, y'all, because, you know, we're getting older and the heat wears us out. It just, especially when there's high humidity. I remember when I was working out in the yard one time. Hi, Leonora. Leonora, I love your name. I'm going to look for it then. It's Green Mountain. Got it there. I was working outside and I worked and worked and I was so hot and I was sweating and just sweat pouring off of me. And I went in the house and I immediately got in the shower, just immediately. And y'all, that water hit me and I flat passed out and fell out the curtain on the floor. And Bobby, this is what my greatest fear in the world, y'all. We all have that fear of like, I don't want to faint in the shower. They're going to find me like that. Somebody's going to find me like that, and that's going to be terrible. Poor Bobby, felt so sorry for him. He had to come and get me up off the floor, and I'm like, don't look at me, don't look at me. Yeah, I did, ZZ. That's exactly what I did. That water, and it wasn't cold water, but when it hit me because I was so hot that it knocked me out. It just totally knocked me out. Oh my gosh, Brenda, 106. No. Ella Jean, it was great having you here as always. Thank you very much. You're such a loyal, faithful subscriber, and I appreciate you more than you realize. So you have a great weekend. Yep, 81 here so far. Well, I'm going to look for the blueberry coffee, that's for sure. I heard something. Somebody jumped off of something in here. I don't know, Kimberly. I saw that a while ago. I can't scroll back up. Once I go down, I can't go up. Can't go down again. Nope. I don't know where she said it was. I can't scroll up. Pretty hot, JB. I used to buy Green Mountain all the time, y'all. I really did. And then I discovered Dunkin'. And it's got more of a punch to it. It's, there's nothing better than just absolutely brewed coffee in a regular coffee pot anyway. I do too, ZZ. I've always liked that. I don't buy creamers and stuff like that. It'd be wasted. I have to throw it away. I don't use sugars, but I do like this occasionally, this cappuccino, like in the afternoons or something when I want to watch TV, and I like I like that coffee a lot. I think so too, Albina. But I am definitely going to look for that coffee because I want it. I think I'll get it off Amazon. I like this cappuccino, you know, not as a morning coffee, not as that kind of coffee, but something to enjoy in the afternoon. Probably like the British like their tea, like for that, which makes me want to tell y'all this. I saw a news report yesterday, and a woman's home had caught fire, and she had gotten burned. Not she's alive, but she had gotten burned. They took her to the hospital, and the news reporter, she's there. She's in the emergency. She's going to be well. And I know that she's probably right now enjoying a hot cup of tea. She was in a fire. Her home burned. She got burned. Do you really think that she's going to be enjoying a hot cup of tea? Is that stupid or what, huh? Don't you sometimes want to scream at those people? A hot cup of tea. I doubt seriously that woman is drinking a hot cup of tea. She's probably worried about her burns. I couldn't believe it. Oh, really? Becky, this up. Hills Brothers. Becky, do you use Amazon? Ever order anything from Amazon? Now, I got this at Walmart, Becky. Yeah, I know, Diana. Wasn't that ridiculous? She's going to be enjoying a hot cup of tea. I couldn't believe it. I thought, you idiot. I was an idiot. Anyway, Diane, Becky, if you can't find it at Walmart, which I don't know why, it's in the coffee aisle, they will have it on Amazon if that's what you want. I've gotten to where I like having a cup of coffee in the afternoon now, y'all. I hate that I'm getting used to that, but it's so enjoyable. I think she just lost her mind, Albina. I can't imagine why she'd say something stupid like that. A hot cup of tea. Are you kidding me? The woman almost burned up. Joy, I don't know how Joy, I don't know how more comfortable I could give a cat than what I've already done. I got an entire patio built out there for cats. Next door over there, I have a whole covered area for cats. I've got a house over there for them with little stuff in they could get in. I used to too, Diane, all day. Oh, I see that. I see what you mean, Becky. Yes, check Amazon. They are gonna have it. Is it the same stuff I've been telling y'all about? This right here. I should be. I think that I think Hills Brothers Cappuccino should pay me to endorse their coffee because I have done it. I tell you how many times. Get the shakes. Yes, Leonora. You paid attention, girl. Uh, I make that tea all the time. I love that tea, the Russian tea. Y'all, let me tell you. Here's this. This made me think. My video that she's talking about, where I'm making the Russian tea and I'm putting it all together. And I had a lady who commented. I've never seen her since. She goes, "I am pretty sure that the Russians did not make tea with tang." Probably not. It's just the name of the tea. It's not literal. It's not like, it's not literally Russian, for heaven's sake, with tang. It's just, it's just something to mix up for a great tea. I think they do too, ZZ. I mean, the only thing I could do, astronaut tea. I know, JB, it's so good. My mother used to make it all the time. I love that tea. It's got all those spices in it. Okay, but I'm going to tell y'all something. You don't have to buy a laxative ever in your life if you drink that tea. So remember that next time, because you don't want to drink a whole lot of that stuff and then go somewhere, if you know what I mean. Well, you're right, Kimberly, it has. You don't, if you drink that tea, stay close to home, okay? You have been warned. It, it does move you. Yep, they say you're a hoot. It does move you. Yep. So y'all remember that in case you ever are so inclined to need that, you know. Yep, sure does. Now, one cup or two is not going to hurt you, but if you do like me and have one right after another, then yeah, you bet stay home. See, there's all kinds of natural remedies for things in there. Remember a long time ago, we just didn't rush down to the store and buy something off the shelf or something we needed. Yeah, some people need to loosen up. Well, maybe they needed some Russian tea. And that would help them. But anyway, I get some weird comments from people sometimes, really strange. I used to get kind of irritated with them, but now I just laugh, you know. I wouldn't think you would like a hot drinks though, Leonora. Out in the desert. Smooth move. Smooth move tea. Well, this stuff has got, it's got cloves in it and cinnamon and just all kinds of stuff like that. So, those are natural things. Well, y'all, we've almost got 2 hours coming up here. Can you believe it? We just blabbed and talked about all kinds of stuff. We always do. So I guess it's going to be time to shut that down. So I want to thank y'all for coming. I thank Diane because she has been our moderator today, and she is an excellent moderator, that's for sure. And I thank you all very much for taking time on your Saturday morning to come in and talk with us. We love seeing y'all and love having y'all. So everybody, Linda, have a good weekend. Everybody have a great weekend. Thank you for coming. I love seeing y'all, and I appreciate your loyalty to come and spend time with us. Bye-bye, Chris. I will see y'all soon. Bye, everybody. Bye, Leonora. You too, Becky. Bye-bye, y'all.